Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tuesday's Talk with Grada. My name is Grada Robertson and I'm the co-founder of the Purple House Wellness Centre in Forth in Tasmania. I've worked for 22 years as a healer and a miracle coach, and every Tuesday around this time I talk about different topics to help you get a handle on life, to make you feel better, to raise your vibration and your frequency, or something that I've come across in my clients. And this week I really want to talk about the principle of resting, relaxing and receiving. So sometimes I call myself a miracle coach because many of my clients need a miracle. They're at the point of their life where they've got their back against the wall and maybe they're suffering from a serious health issue like cancer, or their relationships, they're about to divorce their soulmate, or their finances are in the ground, or there's an area of their life that's not working, and so they want a miracle, they need a miracle. And there is actually a principle attached to receiving miracles, because we're living in a universe that's abundant, and your true nature, by the way, is also abundance. And but when we're struggling all the time and putting in so much effort, we're working so hard, and we are struggling, that's not how the miracle is going to happen, right? So I have to teach my clients and take them through steps that will allow miracles to unfold for them, like miracles unfolded for me at the time when I was hit by a truck. I'll just briefly go back to that time of my life again. I was 43 at the height of at the pinnacle really of my life. My 6 children were teenagers and young adults at that time. The wellness center was going good. We were expanding. So there was expansion happening everywhere for me. I was very happy in my marriage, and I was looking forward to opening new premises that we just built aboard, and we were renovating that when I got hit by a truck, right? And so at that moment I needed 3 miracles, 3 huge miracles. Well, the first miracle was I needed to survive, and I didn't just want to survive and live in an injured body for the rest of my life. I wanted to have all my abilities back. I wanted to live my life at full capacity again, so that was a really big ask. And then I needed a miracle for our finances, because we had just borrowed every penny, that we could get from the bank. So we had a double mortgage and 6 children to support, and suddenly no income, because I was almost fatally injured, and Peter needed to be with me in Melbourne, and there was nobody else around to bring in income. Peter just quit his 20-year nursing career, so there was no income there either. So we needed a financial miracle as well. And then I needed a miracle for my children, because I thought, if they're motherless, what are they going to do without me? That's going to be a rough start to their life if their mom dies or is injured. So I received 3 miracles, right? I got my wish within pretty well the first year after the accident. It was in 2006, and to give you a very short version of the recipe to receive a miracle, it's to surrender, to stop struggling, stop fighting, stop resisting. What you resist persists. Stop doubting. I mean, these are all like simple instructions, but so incredibly hard to do when it comes to your daily, to applying it in every day. But for me, my life depended on it, so I had no choice. So I moved my own monkey mind out of the way most of the time. I focused on allowing my body to do what it knew best, which is healing. And then I let all my other problems that I had, and they were major problems, I just left them with headquarters. I called it source or the creator, because it was too big for me. I just literally had to let go of all control, right? And I probably was a bit of a control freak. Many of us are control freaks, and it comes from our childhood when there were situations in the childhood that were out of control, and we never want to feel like that again. So we have a tight rein on our little life. And so I had to learn to let go of the reins. I had to let go and learn how to let things go to shit, literally all around me. And then I had to learn the lesson that the world kept on existing and miracles still happened. So the recipe for today is a reminder that for you to relax, to rest, relax, and receive. Many people don't know how to receive. I was one of those. We confuse receiving with taking, and nobody wants to be known as a taker. We would rather be identified as a giver than a taker. But the difference between receiving and taking is that when you're receiving, you've actually asked Source or the Creator or the universe for something. Like I needed to receive a miracle, I needed to receive healing, I needed to receive support, I needed to receive a big miracle in money. And so I had asked that already, and then the universe was able to give that to me. That's different to taking something that you haven't asked for, right? That belongs maybe to somebody else. So we often get a little bit hazy on that topic, and that closes down our receiving center. So today I'm going to do a little meditation with you that gets you into receiving mode, that gives you a little mini reset. At the time when the truck hit me, I left my body, so I had a near-death experience, and that helped me to experience what it was like to be outside of my body, to be outside of my nervous system, to be outside of that like tension, that contracted state, that internal pressuring, the fear, and all the little daily, stresses that overwhelm us. I was completely outside of that, and I was able to receive a complete reset of my nervous system, which then helped me to spend the next important few months of my recovery. When I was still critical, my body was able to receive healing. So I was able to rest. Rest is just probably a short version of the word reset. So you take one of the E's out and you've got the word rest. Nothing is more important than deep rest, right? If we can't rest deeply at set times of the day, we literally get depressed, right? So again, remove one of those E's, and instead of deep rest, you're getting depression. The cure for depression is deep rest, or a reset of your nervous system. Then we need to learn to relax, and most of us have forgotten what it's like to relax deeply, because it's like we're like an internal spring that gets wound up tighter and tighter. And so we need to learn to relax again, and then we can receive the miracle. And so the miracle might be you need more money, you need an upgrade in your relationships. The miracle can be you need more clarity, you need health, you want more love in your life, you want to learn how to love yourself. Miracles can show up in many forms for your children, for your loved ones, for your friends, for your animals, for nature. So, so miracles, there is literally a formula how to receive miracles. So today I will take you through some of those steps. But I can tell you absolutely for sure that miracles are not coming if you continue to struggle, right? So the answer is not for you to work harder, to struggle more intensely, to resist more negativity or whatever you're resisting, to work harder, to persist more, to put in more effort. That's not a recipe for a miracle. Even just think about it naturally speaking. Some of the greatest miracles in our life is when you give birth to your baby. You have your newborn child in your arms, right? That's probably the greatest miracle that any human can experience. And what did you do with your monkey mind, with your educated mind, with your conscious mind? What did you do to create that miracle? Nothing. Your conscious mind had nothing to do with it. Everything had nothing to do with it. And maybe you struggled. I mean, you might have had morning sickness or something, but the child grew in spite of your struggle, right? So this is an encouragement for you to just, I'm trying to convince you here to just let go a little bit and give this a shot, give it a chance, give your body a chance to relax and to receive. And one way to practice receiving is to, instead of, say, for instance, listening to music, you can listen to music, your favorite music, or you can close your eyes and do this as a practice, receiving the music. And it feels different, and just receiving the effect of the music inside your body. How is that creating a change? That can be like a little step in receiving. Or you're looking at your favorite color and you're receiving energy from that color. That's different to looking at, say, the color orange. I'll just make this up. Or you're allowing your eyes to rest on the color orange and you are receiving that energy in your body at a deeper level. So this is all about reconnecting with your deeper self, and in that place, in your innermost self, there is no struggle. That's the beauty of it. It's like a place of stillness, of a point of creation where everything is created from, and everything can be recreated from there, because we all make many mistakes. We have bumps, and you get hit by a truck. You metaphorically have been hit by a truck, I'm sure we all. And it's about finding our way back and creating a life that is more fulfilling, where we have more joy and more gratitude. So in Tasmania, we'll be very, very lucky because we have so much nature. And if you were struggling, there is no better place than to go out in nature. And nature will immediately put you in a meditative state as well. So you come back into alignment. So when we meditate, we are opening ourselves up for miracles. And we come back into alignment. So if you get a chance, swap out some of your busy times when you're everything and working so hard. Swap some time out and literally go into nature. So there's a saying that every blade of grass has its own angel, right? So just think about that. Have a look at, put your nose close to the grass, have a look at the little blades. And they're so important that every blade of grass has its own angel, which is like its own energy, its own life force, its own consciousness. And as soon as you go out in nature, you connect with the Creator. There isn't so much disconnect, and you can sit near the sea. People like to sit near the water or the river. And then I want you to think about what is the force of nature that creates the waves, right? Or the force that creates all the water to flow of the river into the sea and so on. Sometimes I sit near the river and I contemplate that, and then I know this is the same power that runs my immune system. It's exactly the same power. It's so powerful. And it's been said that our immune system has the power. It's as powerful as the entire galaxy. So that is the power of healing that's on your side that can create the miracles. And the healing, as I said before, can be happening, needing in all 5 parts of your life, the 5 F's. So that's easy to remember. So friendship, faith, which is a personal relationship with God, fun times, fitness, and I can't remember the other one right now off the top of my head, finances, right? So allow that force of nature to flow into your life and receive the healing where it hurts the most. Just focus on the one area where you're feeling the most pain, the most hurt, the most contraction, and allow yourself to rest, relax, and receive. And often with my clients, I have to teach them, and I do healing work around this, that it's actually safe for my clients to receive, because they're just so geared, their nervous system is geared towards hardship and struggle. And as soon as I suggest that they receive a miracle or receive help or receive support or receive true love or true friendship, they go into fight and flight because their nervous system doesn't feel safe, because we have these limiting programs running in the background that need healing. So that's I do a lot of work with that in my room. So when you go out in nature, nature is still connected, of course, around by natural rhythms, the natural rhythms of Mother Earth, and they can flow through your body, and you feel close to the Creator as well, which is, you know, a beautiful thing to experience. We don't need a middleman. You can connect to Source easily when you're out in nature. And then allow thinking of that same force, that same creative force that is so abundant in nature, and just allow that to make you abundant. Because when you look out in nature, everything is going along at its own pace, at its own time. Everything is in order, and it's a place of abundance, right? It's green, and miracles happen all the time. Like when we had those bushfires in Australia that burnt everything to the ground. Within 3 months, it might have even been less actually, but anyway, within 3 months there were green shoots everywhere, and Mother Nature came back, because that's what Mother Nature does. It's always rejuvenating, and so that also happens for us in our cells. All right, so one thing that really allows miracles to come to you a lot faster, so we're often conscious of the gap between where we are now, and there's a gap between that and the miracle that I want to receive. So if we want to attract that into our lives faster, other than stopping the resistance and other than resting, relaxing and receiving, a really key important thing is to foster an attitude of gratitude, right? So swapping out your angry, frustrated, impatient feelings for gratitude. I'm not saying that you have to sugarcoat everything or practice toxic positivity. I don't mean that at all. But there are many, many times during the day that we can literally, if we've had gratitude, that would switch everything around, and it makes blessings and gifts and support and miracles come to us faster. So for instance, right now I feel grateful that I'm able to read, that I'm living in an era where I can read many, many books. I can listen to podcasts and YouTubes of the greatest minds. This is something that I enjoy, right? It's all available at home. I just need to plug my computer in. It's free. I mean, thousands of years ago there weren't even books, and people couldn't read them if there were books. So like, it was all very limited, and so I'm grateful for many things, right? You can be grateful that you have water coming out of your tap, that you woke up this morning, that your body is taking a breath for you. So many things. So just doing like going on a gratitude rampage, sometimes I suggest that. So you just walk around the room for 3 minutes and you just say, I'm so grateful for the sun, I'm grateful for the green grass, I'm grateful for my beautiful home, I'm grateful for my body, I'm grateful for the power that animates my body, I'm grateful for my relationship, I'm grateful for my partner, and so on. I'm grateful that my hair is growing a centimeter a month, and all the rest. You know, and it creates a different set of chemicals in your body that are attracting and allowing miracles to come to you. So I just want to finish off with a quick meditation. I know I've already gone over time, but that helps you to connect to Mother Nature, and I want us to focus on our power center. So just below the belly button, probably like 2 inches maybe below your belly button, towards the center of your tummy is a power center. So the Japanese call that the hara, or the dantian in martial arts, and I've been trained to call it womb space. So if you're a woman, just connect in with your womb space, and if you're a man, just move that point up a little bit and towards the back. So right there is literally like a little power center where our life force wells up from constantly. That's where we receive our rejuvenation from. So just close your eyes. If it's possible, sit up straight so the energy flows down, and just connect with the downward flow of energy. And then put your hands on your tummy and just feel the warmth of your hands go into the tummy, into the dantian or the hara or your womb space. Just imagine it lighten, it gets very bright in there. So maybe you imagined a little flame, and now suddenly it's like a torchlight. And then I want you to simply focus your attention on that point, and also go down through your knees, through your legs and feet into the ground, and connect with Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a living being. And go all the way into the center of Mother Earth, to her power center. And just imagine there's a point of light there. This is a point of infinite consciousness, infinite rejuvenation, infinite miracles. It's very calm, very still. It's a point of creation, point of rest, relaxation, and receiving. Just allow your monkey mind, your busy bee mind, to dump all your thoughts and all your worries and anxieties and brain activities into the center of Mother Earth. And just allow it to go very, very still. And now you're literally moving yourself out of the way, making room for miracles to come your way. Allow your pain to drop through into the center of Mother Earth, your allergies, your sensitivities. So there's somebody participating right now who has some allergies. I can feel that. So just drop your allergies. Maybe you're allergic to, you might even be allergic to resting and relaxing. That can happen because it goes against our busy slavery programming that's been put into us. So just allow all of that to drop into the center of Mother Earth. And then now you're allowing that fresh light. By the way, Mother Earth transmutes that into beautiful healing energy, so you don't need to worry about that. And I want you now to bring that fresh Mother Earth energy, life force energy, to come back up through your legs, back into your womb space or your dantian and your hara. And just allow yourself to receive that energy fully. And it will go where it needs to go, whether it's your eyes, your ears, or your heart, your throat, your blood, your heart, your lungs, your joints, your money, your relationships. Healing energy only has one purpose, and that's to heal you where you have the most pain. So just put your trust in that. And then you can continue to do this, just the stillness, focusing on your breath. Go back down through your womb space, back into the earth, into that center point of Mother Earth, and resting there and receiving information, receiving energy, receiving ahas, receiving comfort, receiving ease from your pain, and just bringing back up into your womb space. And you can continue to do this for at least 20 minutes. And it's very restorative to your entire body, your being. You can literally surrender everything into Mother Nature, into the center of the earth. And because the downward flow is also very calming. And many of our problems today are too big for us. They are unsolvable. We can't solve them, right? And yet our mind is just constantly grappling with those problems that we have. It could be with your children, with your in-laws, with your money, your finances, with your health. And you know, we live our lives, if we're not careful, we go from one problem to the next. Because then time passes, your children grow up, and then suddenly your mom might have a problem, right? Now she's breaking down, or your dad or your grandparents. And then suddenly, before you know it, you're 61. I'm 61 now, right? Or you could be 71, and then you might be asking, well, what was the whole purpose of all of this? Well, the purpose is actually for you to have joy in your life, to have maximum joy. That's why your soul came here. So there is a really good saying that I want to leave you with. It's a positive affirmation that's challenging, and you can say, I'll just better get it right. Even as I accomplish more, I am doing less. Okay, that's the aim. Even as I accomplish more, I am doing less. So this could be a bit challenging for your nervous system, but it's like a mini reset. So you can write that sentence down so that you remember. This is even important to say in sickness, because often when we are sick, we want to treat the sickness so aggressively, and we're destroying so many good parts of our body and our lives in the process. So even when it comes to sickness, spending time resting and relaxing and receiving is way, way more important than bombarding your body with toxic chemicals. Even as I accomplish more, I'm doing less. It's safe for me to rest, relax, and receive. I commit to resting, relaxing, and receiving. These are all words that you can repeat to yourself to help you dissolve the what I call slave programs that we were born into, and that sets you up for miracles. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I know I went on a bit long, but hope you enjoyed this. If you find it helpful, share it with your friends or your loved ones. I'm also here for you to have private sessions with me. So if you feel really stuck in an area of your life and you need a miracle, or you need like transformation and you want it yesterday, please book in for one or a series of sessions with me, and I can help you fast forward your evolution as a human being. Thanks for listening, everyone, and look forward to seeing you again next week, all being well. Have a great week. Bye-bye.